And we're back with TSP, and we always have fun here, huh? We have with us Cheryl Allen, and I got to look now, Cherie Beuse. No relation to Gary. Spelled wrong, too. Spelled differently, too. So how are you ladies today?
Just fine.
Good.
Yeah.
Thank
Now,
you.
You have an organization called Moms in Prayer, and Cherie, you are the area coordinator for Amador and Calaveras. Now, Cheryl, what is your role with Moms in Prayer?
I have a local group that meets in Pine Grove, and we pray for grown kids
Okay.
right now.
When was the group formed?
The actual ministry started about 30 years ago by a woman from Canada, and then she moved to Poway, California, and groups, we have 12,000 groups going now all over the United States.
Is it specific to one religion or not really?
Well, it's Christian-based, and it's in 140 countries now after 30 years.
Wow. Now, what do the Moms in Prayer do? They just don't pray all the time. If you're in 140 countries, you're probably doing a lot of things.
Yes. Yeah, a lot of the women have to get on bicycles to get to a meeting, just to link arms with other women and be able to pray for their kids and, get the concerns out there, and it's praying for the schools, too, praying for the teachers,
Cheryl, how did you get involved?
We moved up here. My two younger kids were in elementary school, and the pastor's wife invited me to pray. She knew that I was a born-again Christian and wanted to cover my kids in prayer, so she invited me to go to a group at the pastor's wife's home, and so I started there and have been praying ever since.
And how large is the group in Pine Grove?
Gosh, you know what? My group has been as many as 5. We've prayed throughout the years. We've prayed for the elementary school. When our kids moved into junior high, we had a group praying for the junior high that our kids were in. Then we were praying for the high school my kids were in. So there have been 5. Right now, there's 2 of us. It varies. Women move. They come in and out. The kids are at different ages. When you're praying for an elementary school, your kids are at that age. And as they move on, moms pray.
Cherie, tell me what happens when you guys get together. Obviously you pray, but is there a lot of talking, discussion about different things, what the world needs help on or what your area needs help on?
No, there's a time towards the end where we pray over school concerns, and then the concerns of what's going on at that school, or maybe what's been in the news. Yes, we do pray over that.
Like what's just happened in Boston, you might pray for the people there and their families and things like that.
Yes, and you hope that, like the Columbine disaster, there was a group already actually praying for it, but, it grew, unfortunately, after that. Sometimes it takes tragedies for, the women to want to come out and pray.
Now, this isn't well, you're semi-organized, right?
Oh, definitely.
It's not is it a formal organization or is it a loose-knit type organization?
It's a formal organization, yeah. And then when a woman hears about it, it's say in a different country, and she'll, contact the international headquarters, and then they'll actually translate this little booklet here into different languages. And so there's like 50 different languages of this book that is mostly used to help us in our groups. Yeah.
It says here formerly it was called Moms in Touch.
Touch, yes. And a year ago they changed it because they were having a hard time translating the word touch in different languages.
And you don't ask anything of people other than the desire to want to pray and try and think about things where we need help in the world, I guess, right?
So we're having an event on May 4th, and it's actually for Tuolumne, Amador, and Calaveras. And so we're hoping that the women will come. It's going to be, we've got the information here on the flyer, in Vallecito, and it's going to be from 10 to noon on that day, and it's just a time for women to come, hear about it more, and Christian teachers to come out too.
What day of the week is that?
It's a Saturday.
Okay.
It's the week of National Day of Prayer, so a lot of the teachers appreciate having that Saturday time so they can come out.
Okay. And Cheryl, you were about ready to say something a minute ago.
Well, you know what I love about this group is we are women who are praying women. You would ask, do we pray about other things? And this is an hour a week that you commit to praying for your children, for their schools, their school needs, the administration. It's not a social group. It's not a chatty. It's focused prayer. After the hour prayer, if you want to stay and talk about bigger issues, you're welcome to do that. But it's really a focused time of prayer. So the women know that if they've got a busy schedule, they know that they're not going to be sucked into staying at someone's home for hours and hours. They can know that they can do in the hour of concentrated prayer, and then they can, if they have to leave, they have to leave. If they have to stay.
Cherie, do you have a phone number or anything for people that want to get in touch?
I'd like to leave Cheryl's.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. For the Amador area, you could call me at 209-296-7565. I can answer questions.
All right.
Touch with me.
All right, Cheryl and Cherie, thank you very much for being here today.
Thank you for your time.
And we're going to go over to our Rome segment and over to Sue Ann.